Hey guys, AJ here. So we're gonna do some cosmetic stuff on the Z finally. We just got it back from the shop. It's been there for almost 6 months. So it's running really good. It's super smooth now. No more ticks, thank God. And the biggest thing is everything is buttoned up, everything's ready to go. And next thing, we're just gonna do some cosmetic stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna be taking off the front bumper and we're gonna replace it with the 240Z style chrome bumper. So we are gonna show the whole process. It's pretty simple. Basically, you just need to take a couple bolts off on the actual like bumper side. There's a couple struts underneath, and then this little valance type of thing also needs to come off. And then once the bumper's off, I will show you guys kind of what else happens after that. So I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, so here is the new bumper. It's like the 240Z style chrome bumper. Looks pretty good condition. I did get it secondhand, so there obviously is going to be a little bit of blemishes somewhere here and there. And then these are the Skillard conversion plates. So those will basically bolt to where the old factory ones would go. And then these bolt kind of like this, and then go on the inside like that. So, yeah. Okay, you guys. So, the front bumper, as I was saying, you kind of have to have some WD-40 because you basically have to take this bolt off and this one up here on each side. And then once you have those off, you there's 3 bolts here and 3 bolts over here, and then basically this entire shock assembly comes all the way off. And then I may have to relocate my horn, which doesn't work anyway, so I may just take that out anyway, but we'll see. But yeah, that should be everything we need to do, at least to take the front bumper itself off. So yeah, pay attention and hopefully we can get this done pretty quick. Okay, so obviously the bolts have been on the car since '77, so they're going to be a royal pain in the ass to get off. So we're gonna do our best to get whatever we can. All these front bumper bolts are 14 mil, so we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna hope to God that it goes a little bit smoother than I think it's gonna go. Once we loosen all these up, I do have an impact wrench. These things are amazing. So hopefully these ones come off a little easier than I think, but we'll see. Nice. Honestly, best thing, pick up some PB Blaster or some WD-40. It is like the best thing if you're working on old cars like this, because most of the bolts have been on there for a shit long time. So like butter, baby. Okay, and just like that, we should be good. if you can, whenever you're taking things off of any car, especially an older car like this, try to keep all of the old bolts and miscellaneous things. You probably won't ever need them again, but it's always better to keep them just in case. And always have a rag, so give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, now that everything is unbolted, we should, this is going to be really heavy, so if it drops, oh, there we go. Nice. So, yep, bumper's off. And then I will show you guys how to take the inside of those off here in a minute. So, give me a second. Okay, so a big plus to taking this stuff off especially, first off, it looks way better, but the biggest benefit is weight saving. That thing weighs, I would say, probably 20 pounds. So next thing we're gonna do is take these off. So this is basically what we call, back in the day, a 5 mile an hour bumper. So basically, this was supposed to cause less damage to the car if you ever got in a front or rear collision. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because we don't have these anymore. Not that it really helped a whole lot back in the 70s, but this basically is just like a shock piston. So whenever you get hit, this compresses so it doesn't quite fuck up everything up here. Again, did it really do much? Not really, but what we have to do now, there are bolts. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to this camera. All right, so what we have to do now is there are some bolts basically sitting up here and over there. This might be in the way, so I may have to take that off really quick, but once we have all those off, then we'll basically take this front plate off or keep it. It kind of looks cool, but I think it might be in the way, so oh well, fuck it. So hang on just a minute and I will switch you back to the other camera so you guys can watch that process. All right, so I ended up realizing I need to take the filter off and I need to take this off, unfortunately. So I'm gonna unscrew this and the other one. Both are my horns. Again, they don't work anyway, so I guess there's no reason to have them on there. So yeah, so give me a second and I will take these off. Okay, everybody, so we have 3 bolts to take off. I did take this, this is the, you can't see it, but that is the horn mount. So there's a bolt here, there's a bolt here, and there's a bolt way the hell back here. So we are gonna take those off really quick and get these unbolted. When you're taking these off, again, some WD-40 helps a lot, mainly because a lot of them are very stuck. So you're gonna need some kind of pry bar, or preferably something that you can get some leverage with. I'm gonna do it the hard way and do it with my hands because, you know, man, no need. Just kidding, I'm gonna bust my goddamn knuckle off, I can already tell. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Okay, so this is gonna take a little longer, so give me a bit, I will be back in just a moment. Okay, after a lot of effort and a lot of pain, hopefully this should just come off. Oh, thank you, God. All right. Okay, so we have taken the entire front part of the bumper off. So all of this is now gone. We took those bolts out and those ones over there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bolt up these, which are the Skillard 240Z bumper relocation mounts. So basically these provide adjustability up and down, as well as up and back and forth. So they basically sit like that, and then the, hold on. Okay, so this basically sits up against this like this, and then this piece sits kind of like this, and then the bumper next to this, so you have adjustability inwards and outwards, as well as up and down, and that's on both sides. So we're going to bolt those up really quick, and then we are going to hopefully bolt up the bumper and call it a day. Okay, let's mount this up, shall we? Okay, so I have these bolted in. The top bolt is basically just going to loosely sit in there. So basically we're going to mount this up just like this. We're going to just slide that through. And then grab a bolt. Kind of just going to snug it up just enough that we can kind of adjust it if need be. So see how we can move it back and forth? That's kind of what we want. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side, and then I will be back in just a minute. Hey guys, AJ here. So it is day 2. Trying to put the Z bumper on. Yesterday we ran into a bit of an issue with 2 of the bolts that I need to basically finish the project being completely rusted out, and I basically had to drill out both bolts. On the bright side, both of them came out. It was an absolute pain in the ass, but hey, here we are. So I have installed the Skillard plates. So these things right here, basically these are what hold the 240Z bumper onto the 280Z. They actually are super freaking nice powder coat. All the welds look really nice. And then there is this pain in the ass bolt that I did have to drill out, which I will show you where that is. I don't know if you can really tell because it's really dark, but kind of up in this corner over here. So this corner over here, where you can kind of see the little bit of light peeking through. Yeah, so that was completely rusted out on both sides, unfortunately. So I had to drill out the hole, tap it, and then I basically just broke the bolt off. But that is where we will be bolting the side of the bumper into the actual fender so it stays put and it stays equal, basically up and down, perpendicular. And then once we bolt everything in, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty quick install if, you know, everything goes right, but it's a pretty quick and easy install. But as we all know, these old cars are just always fighting us, so rust and a bunch of other crap gets in the way. So we are probably going to call it 8, maybe 10 hours. If you have a friend, cool. If not, some of this can be a little bit harder to do just because of the fact that trying to keep everything level and not moving around is kind of a pain. But yeah, so I'm gonna put you guys back on the stand, and then I'm gonna attempt to put everything back together. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so we're finally ready. Everything's all looking good. Now we're just gonna kind of slip the bumper on, and then we're gonna put 2 bolts on each side. We're gonna start with just one, that way we just kind of have it sitting there, and then we'll kind of snug everything up after everything is sitting where it needs to. So wish me luck. Also, you should probably wear gloves doing this, just because you're gonna get a bunch of fingerprints all over the chrome. But I mean, at this point, I don't really care. So it is what it is. All right. So one more thing I forgot to mention. I bought these. They're little rubber washers. So basically, these are gonna go on the outside of the bumper, like the outside of the fender. So whenever you snug everything up, it's not metal on metal. That way, this kind of gives a little bit of a cushion. It probably won't help a whole lot, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially with vibration and whatnot. I'd rather keep everything just snug up as much as possible. So, okay, here we go. We're gonna test fit everything on. Put these out here. Okay, so everything is all bolted in, for the most part anyway. But what you gotta remember is, it may look silly right now, but because of the fact that this is all like super adjustable, up, down, everything like that, we can move the bumper in and out when we need to. So that way, I can pretty much slim up everything as much as possible. And then, yeah, we're gonna start bolting everything up. So here we go. All right, guys. So, as you can tell, I look crazy, but we're done. We're finally done. The bumper was a fucking nightmare, and I don't want to look forward to whenever I have to take it off one day to put the valance and the front parts on it. But she's done. She's tight. Everything's bolted up. Thank God. So yeah. Here's a quick reveal for you. Oh, it looks so good with that front fucking bumper gone. Let's go, baby. So excited.